Okay. So at this point, well, let me just get your opinions here. Malachi, Terrence, are either of you going to do anything hostile and continue combat initiative?
Not yet.
If ordered.
Okay. Anybody else going to attempt to do anything aggressive or stupid? Shelby.
Alexandra?
I'm pretty sure Alexandra can't do shit right now, but Jess, what is this insane?
That is the joke.
What? There's a joke? What happened? When did the joke happen?
You suck.
Just there's two people holding on to him. That is like the world's worst idea.
Remember, telekinetics, with the exclusion of precision, are kind of ham-fisted, rules as written. So I'm going to say if you want to intentionally reduce your potential. Now, you were sustaining a power earlier, right? What was that power? Psychic Blade. So are you keeping the Psychic Blade going or not? You dropped it? Okay. So I'm going to say if you intentionally add plus 10 to your threshold, then Tyrion and Machiasen will have plus 20 not to get harmed. If you add 20 to your threshold, they will not have to roll to avoid getting harmed. Three.
I told you, Jess, this was a bad idea.
Yeah, I really don't know why Shelby would do something like this, but phenomena. Phenomena. I really got to stop singing that song, don't I?
Phenomena.
Well, Jess, obviously she didn't trust Machiasen. All right. Who wants to roll perils?
I'll roll one.
Okay.
I can roll another one.
Yeah, okay, great. Also, Shelby, that's 3 corruption. Yeah. So we got Bobob rolling the first.
I can roll the third.
Okay. Yes, but each one is its own instance of corruption.
I am screwed.
Okay, so before you guys roll, let's find out what 49 does. Warp whispers. The ghostly voices of demons fill the air for 4d10 meters. So, Bobob, please roll for us 4d10.
Would Alex get affected by this since she's unconscious?
Since it's actually verbal, she's not. Yeah, no, it's going to affect her. I'm sorry.
Okay. That's everybody.
Yeah. All right, let's do it in
Alex
order. Machiasen. I'm pretty sure it's is it just flat willpower? Oh, it's negative 20 willpower on top of that. Of course, Machiasen's got bonuses up the wazoo for this sort of thing. Yeah, Machiasen is fine. Tyrion, you're next.
Does this have anything to do with psychic abilities or fear? Something that I have resistance in?
Yes, it is psychic.
Okay. good. I'm a little less screwed, but I have to roll an 11.
Oh, wait, what? Why an 11?
Because I get plus 10 for my resistance. I'm at negative 10 already. So then it's 31 minus 20 is 11.
So it says you had 32 to start.
Oh, I thought it was 31. Okay, so it's a 12. It's still not likely I'd make this roll. Like I said, still not likely that I make this roll.
Okay, you have negative 10 to your negative 20. Right, okay. Now I see what the math is now. I'm slow in the head. So it will be 1d10 corruption.
Fantastic. I get... Oh, that
all right.
puts me over.
So, roll willpower.
On a normal day, that would pass.
Okay, so, crap, it froze. Oh, there we go, okay. So roll 1d100.
You're gonna kill Shelby.
I'd enjoy it more if it didn't affect everybody, and now I have to affect everybody. Morbid. The character finds it hard to concentrate as her mind is filled with macabre visions and tortured, gloom-filled trails of thought. The character's intelligence is reduced by 1d10. Roll 1d10.
Oh, I'm gonna kill you, Shelby.
What is that?
Maybe I will be rolling a new character. Maybe Taryn will just run off into the sunset. She couldn't afford that.
Okay. Now, something to tell you about malignancy penalties. Armor of Contempt is something you want to pick up to deal with these. Armor of Contempt allows you to, when you declare the attempt, to roll willpower to remove the penalty for a duration of time.
Yeah, I'm gonna want to do that because I only have like 30 intelligence or something ridiculously low to begin with. Or 38. Not fantastic.
Yeah. 38 is actually pretty impressive.
Yeah, well, it's not like her perception. At least it didn't affect my perception. I could be happy about that.
Okay. Where is... There she is. Okay, now, which direction do you feel Kieran would go on the scale of physical corruption or soul corruption?
Probably soul.
All right, roll 1d10.
Anyone gonna take a bet it's another 10? Anyone? Oh, well, it's not.
So these whispering demonic voices share with Kieran secrets of the warp. You now have plus 10 to your warp knowledge.
I guess that's cool.
Well, it kind of balances out with the morbid. So you gain plus 10 to your warp knowledge, negative 10 to your intelligence in all other respects. So they're sharing with you some of the most horrible truths of the universe. Now you can either roll 1d10 for more insanity or choose one of the following to become twice as bad. Ashen Taste, don't pick that one. Morbid, don't pick that one. Minor Horrific Nightmares. Not a terribly bad one to double. Or
Except for I
nausea
already
of
have it.
alcohol. No, to double. So.
Probably the nightmares, because I don't think thus far they've affected me at all.
Okay, so that's called Imperiled. Imperiled Minor Horrific Nightmares. You now get 2 fatigue if you wake up after having nightmares. And finally, 1d10 for insanity. That is unavoidable.
Okay, just a second. If I roll another 10, I'm gonna cry. Oh, well, finally. About time.
80.
Well, that was kind of unavoidable. Fantastic! Shelby, you're going to...
So you are now officially deranged. That, however, we'll handle later on. Give me your trauma roll.
You weren't helping. It was stupid.
Okay, and give me a D100.
All the high numbers.
The character reacts to the slightest stress or pressure by becoming extremely agitated. When performing any task that involves a test, the character must first pass a willpower test or suffer -10 on their test. If the character gets into combat, all tests during combat automatically suffer the -10. This lasts for 1d5 days. So you roll 1d5.
Please be a 1. Oh, we have to survive 2 more perils. The rate I'm going, it's not going to be easy.
And this is why psychers are dangerous, everybody. Even psychers that have obscene willpower and obscene psi ratings. Especially those who have obscene psi ratings.
I hope someone rolls 100 on perils.
So Shelby
right.
disappears?
The next person on the list would be the planetary governor. Governor is taking some more corruption. Talia. She, I think, gets a bonus. Okay. Talia, willpower. She's good. Krios. So -20 to your willpower puts you at 29 for this roll.
Nope.
Okay, so Krios, that is 70, I think it was, 1d10 worth of corruption. 3 corruption for Krios as demons speak into his mind, telling him secrets that he's always wanted to know. Krios, roll willpower versus malignancy.
So that's what pierces.
Congratulations, no malignancy.
Sure, I didn't want to learn anyway. I'm not a man of science.
No, malignancies are bad. Malignancies are like you suddenly become obsessed with cutting people. So I think, that's Krios done and done. Nice and quick and easy. Malachi, you have pure faith. So do you want to use a fate point to just say, fuck this noise?
I think. Oh,
Stop thinking and make a decision.
sorry. So what was this phenomena?
Negative
Doing-
20 willpower, or if you fail, demons whisper into your mind and you suffer 1d10 corruption.
Okay, fuck that. I'm
Spending a fate
using
point?
a fate point, yeah.
Okay.
I
You're
need
now
to
out of
stay
fate.
pure.
Shelby. So for you, it's going to be negative 10 rather than negative 20. Hey! And you're out of fate now, aren't you? Finally bites you in the ass for a change rather than everybody else. So 1d10. And you are now risking a malignancy. So you have 41 corruption. Fucking no malignancy again. Except Shelby's really letting the warp into her now. She's at 41. Goodness gracious. Trauma cat.
Alex actually would have been next.
Oh, you're right. Okay.
I have 1 in 100 chance. Nope.
Okay, roll your d10.
Which is going to cause a lot of issues because I know it's not going to be low. Yep.
Okay.
37. So malignancy and mutation.
All right, so you feel she'd have a physical corruption rather than a soul-based corruption?
I would say soul-based corruption just because this is whispering into her mind when she's unconscious. So I would say this definitely would be affecting her soul over her body.
Okay, so
willpower versus the malignancy, which I have a 21% chance. Nope. Gain a malignancy.
okay, D100. Okay, so with the modifier, still going to be the same. Oh, wait, those are traumas. Ouch. Palsy. So roll 1d10.
Yes.
Okay, so only a single point.
Agility and fellowship versus mutation.
Right, so go ahead and roll agility then. Oh, wait, sorry, wait. I thought you said you were doing corruption of the mind and the soul.
Oh, so that doesn't. Okay, I didn't know what corruption of the mind does versus normal mutation in the core book.
Yeah, so if your body becomes corrupt, that's mutations. But if it's your mind and your soul that become corrupt, then it's Radical's Handbook, and it's 1d10.
Okay, D10.
Everyone's getting an 8. Forbidden Lore. You get Forbidden Lore Warp. This is your first Forbidden Lore. Congratulations. Trained so the demons whisper into your mind as well, telling you the secrets of the universe. 1d10 for insanity.
Which I'm going to pass and going to get an insanity check.
That's what the 8 was. No.
No,
Okay.
I know I'm going to get an 8 or higher on this. Oh, actually, no, I'm not.
Okay, so 34 is now your insanity score. And you either take another d10 worth of insanity or you double either the malign sight or the palsy.
I don't have malign sight anyway.
Yeah, you do.
When did I get malign sight?
That was this first malignancy you suffered.
Oh, okay. So that was okay. That was why my position's always been low. Okay, we got confused on that because it's been so long. I'll just roll another insanity.
Okay.
I have higher chance of not passing than this. Oh.
Yeah, just a D10.
Yeah, okay, 40.
Okay, so you're already unconscious, but when you wake up, roll to see what your trauma will be.
And first disorder.
Yes, well, we'll discuss disorders elsewhere, but we both know what your disorder is going to be.
Yeah.
So 1d100 to determine trauma for when you wake up.
$77.
All right. Did you not have any fate points left? No, you don't. You used them all. Right. Not confirmed, at least. But it's 5? No, 4. Okay, so roll 1d100 plus 40.
Hey!
Notice, everybody, how it's not Shelby who suffers the most for these. The character must compulsively perform an action, such as fevered prayer, frantically cleaning a weapon, reciting verse, and so on, and pays little attention to anything else. All tests that are based on intelligence, fellowship, and perception suffer -10. This is for 3d10 hours.
Well, at least this makes kind of sense, considering she's going to be dreaming all this shit. 26 hours, so a full day of non-stop this. Now it's the NPCs.
Fellowship, what was perception and intelligence? Just so suffering. Wow. Okay. So Trauma Cat. Fuck. Oh, I'd already rolled for Trauma Cat.
Oh, okay.
Who just did that? Who had ownership of Trauma Cat?
Apparently I had ownership of the NPCs.
Oh, right. I did give you ownership of Trauma Cat. My derp. Well, we'll hold on to your roll to see if it gets worse. 7 corruption for her. Where's Trauma Cat? Okay, and go ahead and give me another D100 roll. Okay, so wasted frame. She's already skinny, and now she's getting even more skinny. Roll 1d10. Oh, only 1. Okay. Poor Trauma Cat. So she's at least not losing too much weight. She can't spare it.
Do the rest of the NPCs while we wait for Joe to return?
Yes, yes.
Okay, Marnie is first.
Actually, yeah, these guys don't actually have fate points. Well, fucking Marnius. Fucking epic Marnius. Oh, Marnius did have fate points anyway, so yeah. But the other two don't have fate points. So their willpower rules here are to find out basically how fucked they are. Yep, so Hammond, he's now not doing too hot. And Melba as well. So, yeah, they've both been touched and tainted. So that's them. Shelby, Jess, roll for Mathras. roll a d10, please, Jess? Okay. We did Talia. Terrence, you're what's left, I think, and Joe's still AFK, isn't he? So while we wait for Joe, Frosty, I believe, called dibs on the next freaking peril.
Yeah. So, will I roll it?
Yes, please. This has been a very eventful session, by the way, everybody.
Yes,
Locked
it has.
in. The power cages the Psycher's mind in an ethereal prison. The Psycher falls to the ground in a catatonic state. Each round thereafter must spend a full action to test willpower. On a success, leaves herself from her own mind.
Well, could have been worse. Could have been a lot better, but it could have been worse.
Sorry, what is this? You seed the last one to Fungi?
Huh?
I thought someone else already called it.
I didn't call
Brooke.
shit.
Yeah, it was Brooke. So, go ahead, Brooke. Oh. Doubly locked in, apparently.
Double head case.
So, yeah, well, so Shelby lets the demons talk to everybody, and then basically her own brain says, "You fucking bitch," and locks her down because of her sanctioning training. And she's going to probably feel a lot of shame.
If she has any kind of emotions.
Yeah, no, your power's locked down on you. So you reach out to the warp, demons show up, and then your brain suddenly goes into safe mode. It says the powers turn in on themselves. So the power you attempted to use turns into your prison. Yes. There you go, Bo Bob. You feeling better? Oh, wait, it's Joe you wanted to screw. Right. And considering Joe's character is the type to try and kill a witch, you do technically have to wait for him. Damn, brazzle. So, in the meantime, while we wait for Joe, how do you all feel about Shelby's latest blunder?
I never liked Psychic.
Sounds like someone just breathed in, like they were about to say something and then decided.
I just said, kill the witch, kill the witch.
Bungie, any sort of comments?
Well, that's just Psychers, really. Every now and then, Psycher goes, "Oh, I'll help," and then they accidentally leave the whole scene.
Cause the
End
whole
of the world.
heresy.
Sorry?
They caused a whole Horus heresy.
Kinda, yeah. Fucking Lorgar, man. What a douche.
So were you guys expecting Mikaisen to show up the way he did?
No.
I was
Hell
expecting
no.
to be within the door. Like, to begin with.
Good. Okay, Joe, you're the last one that needs to roll. DC is 21, unless... Do you have any sort of bonuses? Nah, you won't have any bonuses for this. So close. And you're out of fate. So 1d10. Okay, and roll DC 41 versus malignancy. Okay, so at least that's over and done with. So to recap what just took place. Micaiah told the governor, shut down your robots or Tyrion's going to shank you like a bitch. And he took his hand out. Planetary governor acquiesced. Shelby showed up, put her hand up, just sort of casually. Then all of a sudden, demons in everybody's brain except Malachi. And Shelby's brain, like, you shut down. Nope, just walls go up. Shut down. Nope, down. Done. Thank you, done. And she falls to the ground unconscious. No, the push does not happen. Her brain shuts her down because of what she did. So her power turned in on itself, and she knocked herself out rather than her target. Both of the other peril rolls were 26, so doubly locked herself in. So, Terrence, are you going to react poorly to these results, hearing demons chattering away inside your brain? Actually, test willpower. Oh, and that was a Bob. Sorry, Bob. I got confused. I thought for Joe. Wow, you failed by 1. Terrence, you actually listen to the demons whispering dark secrets. Roll an additional d10. Okay. So you're not going to gain any forbidden knowledge, but you were like, oh, they're giving me forbidden knowledge. Oh, wait, these are demons. Oh, but it's knowledge. Oh, no. Oh, so conflicted. He does like his forbidden knowledge, after all. And with the demonic voices coming to an end, Talia is, well, she wants so badly to do something to Micaiah, but she walks right past him and goes to see if Shelby's okay. I'm going to take over Trauma Cat, but you can have the other NPCs, the Bob.
That's fine.
Trauma Cat's going to run into the room, avoid the statues, notice there's more statues, and very awkwardly find her way to Krios and ask him if he's okay.
I'm absolutely fine. You need to get to Alexandra, who's upstairs. Like, people are just directly upwards.
How do I get up?
That way?
Okay, I'm hearing a lot of echo. I think, Joe, are you testing? Okay, it's gone now.
I assume Krios kind of knows where to go.
Okay, so Krios would tell her to go this way. Is Krios coming too?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So, Terrence, Trauma Cat appears behind you. Are you going to react in any sort of way? Okay.
Your mess.
Yeah, Trauma Cat says, she looks like she was on fire. Can I go?
Yeah, just go. Ignore the rest.
Okay, I'm going to say Machiasen spends his time tying up the planetary governor with some manacles, and a servo skull flies up and over. The servo skull is carrying something about the same size of the servo skull itself. Is anyone going to react to this servo skull that's carrying something?
I'll look at it and see what it is, in case it's a hostile of some sorts.
Okay, give me an evaluate roll. You're not sure what that is. It looks kind of like a helmet. So, Krios, are you reacting to the helmet in any sort of meaningful way?
I won't, but I'd like to address Machiasen and everyone else around, but I don't know if we'll have to go into order to do that kind of thing, so I think everyone wants to talk.
Okay, so yeah, Shelby, go ahead and start rolling your willpowers. Okay, and since you were doubly locked in, you'll have to keep going. Okay, so first barrier is unlocked, and then... Okay, so it's going to be about 20 seconds before Shelby is conscious again. So that's probably about the same amount of time it would take Trauma Cat to get to Alexandra. So Krios wanted to address everybody?
Pretty much. Yeah, let's see. Damn it. I can't actually move Krios now. I have to click on a window that has all the stats, just covers up the entirety of map tools.
Okay, you can hide those, I think, by going to Edit Preferences. And then in the very middle at the bottom, show stat sheet on mouse over. And you can turn that setting off.
All right. I don't know why that just suddenly appeared.
You can also press shift and mouse over that way.
Oh, okay. That also works. Good to know.
I think stand right in the middle. In fact, probably over here, so it's in between them, the madmen. As I stated earlier, just mainly the group of Machiasen, now is not the time for fucking violence. Now we've dealt with the planetary heretic and his heresy. Now, Machiasen, I do believe we all deserve some answers right now, and you're not in much of a position to deny us. I understand you are a powerful man, and I understand this is not a threat, but yeah, some answers will make everyone A, a lot more comfortable, B, a lot more useful. What the fuck is going on?
Okay, give me your roll for Machiasen. Come on, be the roll, be the... Okay, pretty good.
No.
And as you're speaking, Machiasen just sort of smiles and nods at you every now and then, and eventually reaches up to the helmet that the servo skull is carrying. Malachi, Terrence, do either of you react to this?
Nothing else but getting closer and having the things ready if he decides to do something stupid.
Let me see what Joe's typing. Basically switching it into overload mode, basically just so that everyone can hear the high-pitched whine of the battery. Okay, well, Macaison doesn't seem to give a shit, and he takes this helmet from the servo skull and starts wedging it onto the planetary governor's head, who's saying, ow, 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 fuck, ow! And eventually the helmet goes completely over the Lord Governor's head, and Macaison starts twisting some knobs on the side, and you can see a metal bar pushing more and more into the mouth area.
I assume that's a psychic damper of some sorts.
And yes, indeed, it's a witch helmet. A witch cage. A witch mask. All sorts of words for it.
Well, as fitting as that is, do you feel like replying to my question?
Well, it seems like things are mighty messed up at the moment, but you're right in saying that I don't have a lot of options presented to me here, because he stands up, lifting the planetary governor with him. This sorry sack is, well, an arch heretic that needs to be dealt with, and as much as it pains me to admit, my own life is inconsequential to making sure that this man is properly presented before the Inquisitor.
You mean the one that there's even there's some questions that he even exists?
Yes, I did receive the communique from Anton and Cassandra about Naniette's situation. Oh, what was that willpower roll?
That was for Malachi to not to start yelling like a, madman. And Inquisitor, what Inquisitor? You heretic killed your own... he wouldn't know that, probably.
Talia let that slip during the group meeting.
Okay. You killed your own Inquisitor, you goddamn heretic. You're as guilty as he is.
Macaison's still smiling, and he rolls his eyes and says to Krios that you may want to put that dog on a leash.
What Krios wants to say is, if I could, I would. But he doesn't say that, because that would be a silly thing to say. I say, now is not quite the time for your jokes, Eric.
Oh, mind your tone.
And likewise, mind yours. I understand the situation. You understand the situation. You are surrounded by people who are not your biggest fans. We all want answers, and you are in as deep in the shit as we are.
What is it that you propose, exactly?
Well, for starters, this guy right here purportedly being taken to your Inquisitor. Now, everyone knows there's lots of... what's the word? Controversy over whether or not this person is alive or not, and I am certain that another Inquisitor who happens to be in the area is very interested. Now, none of us really know whether you or Hadictus are on the right or in the wrong. So, to me, it seems the best thing to do is talk to all parties concerned and get a clear understanding of what's going on. But this being Inquisition, there are secrets everywhere, like they're just, bricks in a building. So it seems what we need is information. Now, you've just spent the last day dealing with another demon tower worse than this one. You've come here and now dealt with this one. This does not seem like a nice planet. So on top of what's going on with you and the other Inquisitor and the one who might be dead or not, there's also the fact of what's going on this fucking planet. So every day we get a planet with a greater demon, let alone two on the same day in different cities.
This will actually cause Macaison's smile to turn from cheeky condescension to more of a somber, proud smile. And he nods to Krios, saying, well done. I'll be sure to investigate your report more thoroughly. But you say we need to talk. I'm not sure you fully comprehend what some of the things that would be said what ultimately the risks would be.
I'm sure I don't. That is the way information works. I don't have this information, so I have no concept of its gravity.
Well, he'll then look towards Shelby as she's typing away on the data site. He'll motion to Kriasa, just 1 sec, but he won't actually say that. And he'll look patiently towards Shelby to see what it is she wanted to send him. I'm guessing you're sending it privately, Jess, or? If you've already sent it, it hasn't shown up. Let me try pinging. Excuse me. So while I just wait for Jess, I'm going to say Talia throughout all of this is she's, well, anyone who notices, she's clenching her fists very, very tightly, but staying closer to Shelby than to Mikaisen. Oh, and Alexandra, your first aid will bump you to -3 instead of -5.
That's good.
Oh, here we go. Shelby's message will elicit a chuckle from Mikaisen, and he'll rather rudely hand it back to her and immediately turn back to Krios and say, I'm somewhat concerned about a number of things. Now, I had received a report from Cassandra that you face a great unclean one. Krios?
Oh, muted. Correct.
It's kind of mind-blowing in a certain regard, but very impressive nonetheless. There is a certain etiquette that needs to be followed with the Conclave in regards to situations this dire. As my Inquisitor represents Ordo Hereticus, yet we came to a planet which is under the jurisdiction of Ordo Malleus. There's going to be a bit of a politics game that's going to be played. And adding to all the obvious threats around us, I'd rather be considered your ally at this time than someone who you feel threatened by. So I'm going to cooperate, but I do hope that none of you are going to attempt to put manacles on me or anything of that kind.
You should understand that you do not have a single friend in this entire group.
I'm not looking for friends, Mr. Krios. I said allies.
Yes.
Manacles would fit you fine.
I'm not
So-
sure you have a single
that,
ally
Puppy?
in this room.
Well, I guess not really that many statues of the Emperor in here, so I guess one could suggest that with a lack of an Emperor statue, yada yada yada, but I still feel the Emperor's got my back.
I'm sure plenty of people in worse positions have said the same. Delusion can be a powerful thing. Now, that's not...
Oh. Wow. This actually catches Mikaisen by surprise. And he's actually going to roll a scrutiny on Shelby. All right. What is Shelby's primary emotion in this present state? Okay, and remember, he's so good at this that you can't hide anything from him, especially not with that roll, unless you get an amazing deceive roll. Okay, well, also let me know the general gist of what is compelling Shelby to offer this statue to him. While that's taking place, sorry, Krios, you had said something?
I can't quite remember where I was going with that. I was lost to something else then. So, what is it you suggest we do then?
Well, you have a pair of Havictus pets. Perhaps they could direct us to his location, and he'll turn to Talion. I'm not including you among them. And just sort of motion with his hand to say that don't feel threatened or offended by my calling them animals.
Now, I'm not against his plan. I was going to suggest something very similar, but I can't imagine you're eager to meet with him.
Oh, why not?
Chris will look kind of like he's going, duh, and just kind of go, are you serious?
That cocky grin is back.
Okay, I don't think he's too eager to meet with you.
Chris has just let out a heavy sigh.
Yes, that's very correct, Miss. What name was it? Tyrion, right. Yes, Miss Tyrion, he is very much not looking forward to meeting me. Well, at the same time, he's also very much looking forward to it, considering what he believes I did. But, well, I just kind of want to rub his smug face in the knowledge that I have, and it's knowledge that, regrettably, Krios, I cannot share publicly, especially not with certain ears nearby. And he motions again towards Malachi and Terrence.
Well, for now... mind fart. No, I had sentence, now it's gone.
Oh dear, willpower for Machiasen. Okay, never mind.
Is that loud enough that anyone could hear that? Well, I don't think Tyrion would do anything with him. Never mind. I didn't ask that question.
Well, assuming everyone can hear that stuff, Chris will turn to both of them and say, no one is going to be shooting anyone. We're all here to do the same fucking job, even if we're doing it with under different flags. As far as I'm concerned, we have one today. We have stopped 2 demonic incursions. That's clearly not good enough for you guys. We're going to meet up with all the Inquisitors, all the big jobs. We're going to sort the shit out, and shit's going to work. So I'm sick
Very
of all
well
this fucking
said.
politics when we're trying to save the Imperium here.
Malachi will look at Krios, look at Machias, and just say, it's just a precaution.
Yes, and so is Henry, but I'm not pointing it at all of you, am I? You've done nothing but show hostility and contempt for the entire group. It is probably time you started to act like a team player.
Even when he's playing nice, he still can't bring himself to be kind to a psyker. Well, perhaps our first priority should be to ensure that Miss Romanov is still alive? Trios, Bungie?
I was muted. I forgot that he knew who Alexandra was. I'm a terrible person. Indeed. Kat, how's that going?
Kat will say it looks like she suffered las fire, but none of those creatures, robots, servitors down there had any las weapons, did they?
No. They didn't. He'll go over to Terrence with the look of just, the fuck did I just say? This is what I'm talking about.
Machiason's going to say, somehow I very much doubt that, Mr. What is your name and rank, by the way? It's a little early for you guys to schism the party, but I mean, it would be a hell of a way to end this session.
I said it's out of character.
I know.
I mean, it's like the situation with Torcus, except it was an accident. Totally.
Wait, are you implying I intended to slip my blade into his skin?
I did see it.
Shh! Shush you!
No.
Right, well,
Whatever, I'm not arguing about it.
I must say I'm very appreciative of both your and Miss Talia's candor in this particular situation, and your handling of those two gentlemen quite well. Now, I assume you've been informed of what's happened to the Towering Omega?
Only extremely vaguely.
Yes. Well, I suppose we should get a move on rather sturdily now, so that we can resolve the issues more peacefully. Now, I'm going to assume you flew here and that you're parked on the roof. Considering the number of you present, it's obviously some kind of larger vehicle. Is there going to be enough room for...
Room for...
Sorry, I only heard a from you, Fungi.
I guess it was my internet that bugged. All I heard was, you must have come in a large vehicle. Is there room for...
Oh, he was saying for myself and our erstwhile prisoner.
I can't imagine there is for this many people. Does it have that much room?
Yes.
Oh, cool, yeah. We got ourselves a pimp wagon.
Okay, and Machiason will look to Tyrion and say, oh, do me a favor, young girl, and be sure to remove all weapons from the governor. I believe he has at least 2 pistols and some kind of blade on him of heretical nature. We don't happen to have any clerics. Ah, you, sir, Mr. Mace and Shield. There's a weapon here which I think may be safest in your hands.
Malachi will say to Machiason, Malachi, and take a few steps closer.
Oh, hold on. As you're getting close, Machiason waves his hand, and 4 servo skulls decloak and move in the direction he waves his hand.
You can see that Malachi has the face of contempt, I think, towards Machiasen as he walks closer.
And Machiasen will basically force the planetary governor into a position closer to Malakil.
Tyrion will start taking the weapons off of him.
Okay, give me a search roll. Okay, very nice. Now give me an evaluate roll.
I am not very smart when it comes to this. Or maybe I am.
Well done. This is the first time you've ever got to see them, but you've heard stories about some of your fellow nobles who have digi-weapons. The planetary governor has a ring on his finger that has a button on it. And now you're not 100% sure, but you have a feeling that if you were to push that button, something might happen with that ring that might cause it to shoot or explode or go into a timer mode or something. And on top of that, he also has a needle pistol and some strange sword that almost looks like it's made of ice, but it's not cold to the touch.
Well, she's going to assume... Well, first off, can I attempt to take the ring for myself?
So is anyone going to stop Tyrion as she pulls a ring off the governor's finger?
She looks like she's going to pocket it. Actually, no. Because where else is she going to put all the weapons she's confiscating?
Well,
Oh yeah, looks like you're getting away with a digi-weapon.
at least for now.
And then she's going to take the sword, and as much as she doesn't like the man, she's going to walk over to Malachi and hand it to him, because Machiasen kind of told her to, sort of.
Is the sword anything similar that Malachi has?
Give me an evaluate roll for that.
I don't think that does it.
You know metalsmithing. This sword is not made of any metal you have ever seen before.
Strange.
It's translucent. It's like a chunk of ice, but it's crafted into a knife, or a sword, rather.
Okay, out of character, I have now quite a good idea what that is. But... okay, I'll take it.
I just realized Tyrion is in between two men whom she does not enjoy being around, period.
Does she turn to look to Machiasen?
Wait, what was it?
Will she turn and look to Machiasen when she realizes this?
About being stuck in between two men she doesn't like?
Yep.
No, she's going to move out of the middle of them, is what she's going to do.
Okay. Stop dying.
Sorry. I'll try
All right,
not.
then. Well, then, I suppose it's time we get a move on, says Machiasen rather cheerfully.
Wait, how did I end up in between the two of them again? How did that happen?
Because Malachi moved.
Oh, my token moved back to where it was.
Yeah. And Machiasen will tap on a microbead in his ear, and the servo skulls will cloak again. And he will speak into his microbead saying, Cass, I've made contact with the other team, and we're going to go visit Habitus. I do hope that your mission is successful in very short order.
Other team?
Okay. Matthiasen doesn't even take the data slate from you, Shelby. He just sort of reads it while he's speaking and just sort of seems to ignore it for the most part. And he completely ignores Malachi.
Will to smash his head in rising.
Who'd like to lead the way?
Might as well.
Actually, you know what? Talia is going to move towards Trauma Cat, Nalba, etc. And I don't want to have to search for my screen with Krios. So just so you know, this is a private. Well, Shelby's there too. So Talia is going to say into the microbead to Krios specifically. Thank you for taking charge there, because I don't know what I would have done to him.
Honestly, I'm surprised I did what I did.
Sorry, you're surprised what?
I did what I did.
Ah. Okay, so is there anything else anybody wants to declare other than we make our way back up to the shuttle limousine?
Well, Malachi would stay not really close to Matthiasen, but in a charge range. Just in case.
Okay, Alexandra, you may now resuscitate your livelihood by the work of Trauma Cat. And so you will see Matthiasen, and he's not in cuffs.
The fuck?
Chris will just give her a look like, just don't. Like, not so much as a threat, just more of a weary, like, I've been awake too long to deal with this.
Yeah. By the way, okay.
You feeling okay?
I just got shot by a massive fucking idiot.
Chris nods understandingly. Yes, it's not much fun, is it?
No, it's not.
We have a bursting on fire expert here talking. That's out of character, by the way.
I was going to say, how does Malachi know?
Are you okay to walk?
I think so.
Well, Chris will offer a mechadendrite to walk with anyway.
Thank you.
Tomcat's going to say, I hope I don't get terminated for this, but was I the only one who heard things in my head, whispering, making offers, speaking? She cringes, has her eyes squinted shut tight.
In this line of work, that is a hazard. It is best to ignore them as best you can.
I thought I was.
Don't worry, we all heard it. Different things, but we all heard it.
Oh, I thought I was dreaming.
Well, all the demons are dead, though, right?
I can't quite say what those things are, the invocations and statues, but the The demon that we fought is most assuredly dead. Shelby made sure of that. To quite an astonishing degree.
Trauma Cat will look to Shelby and smile, still kind of afraid. But I think out of character, unless somebody wants to declare anything else.
Not yet.
Okay.
Anything I want to declare is that I'm getting really fucking tired.
Yeah, I was going to say thank you all for playing tonight. I hope you all had a lot of fun, despite, Krios having his worst day ever. And Shelby, nuking the party with corruption.
And Alex being lit on fire.
Corruption.
I think it's, well, it is what it is, I suppose, but I hope you all have been having fun with the way the story is evolving.
Yeah.
That was a very lackluster
I'm enjoying it.
It is what it is. I thought I sold myself to the quote-unquote devil by agreeing to go with Havoctus, and then all of a sudden, apparently, I really was working for an Inquisitor, and I just didn't know it, and, well, things are interesting, to say the least.
No, there's always been an Inquisitor here, standing right in front of you.
I
don't
Shelby
understand.
Shelby would like to have me think it's her.